Well, just so you can see, this time that was the Draken Aviation Services we've just seen this time anyway. This is one of the Draken Europe we've just seen this time anyway. This is the fighter jet that we have seen anyway, which this is the one we also used to see on the Mondays as well anyway. Like every other Monday we see the Draken Aviation Services anyway, which this is the bit that we usually see every Mondays anyway. Well, every other Monday we see it anyway. So yeah, which this is the bit that we usually see every Monday, well, every other Monday as well, same as the Network Rail helicopter as well, same as the Network Rail apparently. So yeah, this is the bit that we usually see sometimes anyway, especially when it comes over and all that. So yeah, and as you can see, the registration we've just seen is G-FRAI, we've just seen anyway. As you can see with the call sign, it's AMBER1, we've just seen anyway, we've just seen the call sign, which is AMBER1, apparently, it's an AMBER1 call sign, apparently. So yeah, just you can see, that's just that's roughly just took off from Birmingham anyway. No, not Birmingham, Bournemouth Airport apparently. So yeah, that's just took off from his base at Bournemouth Airport anyway. So yeah, which that was the time it usually took off anyway. So literally the time it took off was probably just after half past 6 anyway, around 6:30 sort of time it took off. So yeah, so that took off probably just around just probably around 6:30 I believe anyway, because that was probably the time it took off anyway. Especially when it gets from like Bournemouth Airport to Penryn, it comes, obviously because of the route of it just comes here to about probably it's around 35 minutes anyway, because then it takes around 35 minutes to get from Bournemouth to my place anyway. So yeah, but by the looks of it, I think it's probably seems to be on train anyway. But just you can see here to start with, he was around probably just to around about 42,000 feet anyway. So yeah, it was literally just around 42,000 feet anyway, which that was the height he flew now anyway, just at 42,000 feet anyway. So yeah, which I believe he's probably on train, I believe anyway. I believe he's probably on train this evening anyway, which that's what he usually does when it comes here every Monday. Apparently every other Monday it comes here, which we do often see it anyway, especially when it's on training and all that. So yeah, okay, so yep, hopefully we might be able to see it in the next one, hopefully, if it comes anyway, if it comes for the next lap or so. I just don't know what it's going to do anyway, but hopefully it might be coming for the next lap anyway. Oh no, that's not the other one. Hopefully he might be coming for the next one, I don't know. He might be doing laps anyway, like the week before. He might be coming there doing laps like last time we go anyway. So yeah, like the week before. So yeah, which hopefully we might get a shot of it, but I don't know. Depends if it comes back round or not anyway. So yeah, okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye. And hopefully he should be going back to Bournemouth Airport very soon, hopefully. So yeah, okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye. Well, as you can see, that was the second flight pass we've just seen from the Draken Aviation Services anyway. That was the second flight pass we've just seen anyway. Just you can tell, that was the second flight pass we've just seen from the Draken Aviation Services anyway. Which, as you can see, is the same registration G-FRAI that we've just seen. And it's the same call sign, AMBER1, apparently. Also, I just heard the news about the Panzer's helicopter, which is the Sikorsky S-76, which, as you can tell, got some good news to it though. He's currently heading back to his base at Penzance Heliport, I believe now. Anyway, he's now currently heading back to his base at Penzance Heliport now. Anyway, which I just heard the news anyway. As you can see, if I can see where he's come from though. As you can see, it just came out from Tom Winston Airport anyway. It literally just came out from where it's been to. It's been through his maintenance just over at Tom Winston Airport anyway, which is obviously in Brankley, by the looks of it, which is obviously not far from Milton Keynes anyway, which literally he's just taken off from there anyway, but not far from Milton Keynes though. So yeah, as you can see, he's now returning back to his home base at Penzance Heliport anyway, which that's where the Sikorsky S-76 is based at anyway, but which technically he's based in Penzance Heliport anyway, which is his home base anyway, which this is the helicopter that trains from Arthur City to Land's End Airport, which that's the one that trains from Penzance Heliport to Arthur City. That does anyway, which that's the only bit that does train anyway, that does the train flight from Penzance to Arthur City anyway. So yeah, just got some good news. He's now back in Cornwall anyway, now returning back to home of Cornwall anyway. So yeah, anyway, that's the Sikorsky S-76 anyway, with his registration GPNZD anyway, which that one we don't often see much anyway, but the Penzance helicopter that we used to see that on was the AW139 anyway, which that one I remember seeing anyway. I think that one I remember seeing from last year anyway. I think last year was the AW139 last year anyway, which was the Augusta Westland helicopter that I remember seeing from last year anyway. Last year was the AW139 Penzance helicopter, which I remember the previous registration was GPNZH, I believe anyway. So yeah, I think it was the registration anyway, I'm not sure. I think it was GPHZN, I can't remember anyway. Actually, I think the registration was GPNZH, I think it was. Yeah, I think that was the registration I remember seeing from last year ago. As I remember, last time ago, it went down to RNS Cold Rose anyway, for the mess approach anyway. Now, because of this year, I haven't seen the Sikorsky S-76 do one this year though, which is a bit of a strange one, because the Sikorsky S-76 Penzance helicopter is the one that we haven't basically seen this year though. But I remember last year, seeing the AW139 last year anyway, which I remember seeing anyway. And also just out on the northwest coast, and you can see we've got the Airbus A400M that's training out just over on the southwest, over on the northwest coast of Cornwall anyway, just over on the North Atlantic Ocean. It's just doing some training loops anyway, which that one's took on for Brighton Alton. It's the Airbus A400M, which this registration said M408 that is anyway. That one is just doing some training just out on the North Atlantic Ocean coast anyway. So yeah, which that one just came out from Brides anyway, which that call sign is BLNH M32 anyway, M432 that is. So yeah, I think I remember seeing the Airbus A400M anyway, which I remember seeing anyway. Anyway, let's go back to the FA20. But anyway, just you can see, the FA20 is just literally came for his second pass anyway, which now this time he's just dropped down to about 36,000 feet this time anyway. Now he's just dropped to about 36,000 feet this time anyway. Whereas also the other one is also training as well, which that one is G-FRAI and the call sign AMBER1 as well anyway. But that one is just the other one that's trained over in Selcombe that one is just trained over on South Devon anyway, and that one's the police helicopter now, but I thought that was a Devon Air Ambulance, but it's not. That one's a police anyway. So yeah, that's just took off from Exeter anyway. That's the police helicopter. That's just one of the Cornwall Devon police helicopter, which that one we haven't get to see this year anyway. But this is probably why this one we haven't seen this year though. So yeah, but hopefully we might get another shot if the FA-20 comes back, but I don't know. But it may be going probably back to its base at Bournemouth Airport very soon anyway. So yeah, basically if it does come around I might get another shot, I just don't know anyway. So yeah, okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.